Hello, plant community. Thanks for tuning into Full of Foliage. Pam's here creating a safe space, showing lots of grace, sharing a lot of plant care, plant hauls, planty crafts, and the occasional shopping trips. Join me so that we can become planty friends, have fun, and possibly learn and grow. Hey guys, as you can see, we are outside today for two reasons. One is it seems like the humidity cycle has been broken today. It's actually a beautiful day outside, and I just thought that this would be a good time for me to come outside and do some chores. Not an extensive chore, but I do have two pottings or changing substrates that I need to do. One of them is this croton here. That I've had sitting on this table for some time. I was treating her with familiar bugs, and for the most part, she's, I think, been cured for now. She is usually out here over there, so I need to pot her or pot her up, and I'll show y'all why and what I mean by that. And then I also have my Hoya Liana. We'll talk briefly about that, and I may change her substrate. So I figured why not do it outside so I won't have to worry about the mess. And I just wanted to bring you guys along. So if this seems like something that you're interested in and you like these type of planty videos, please show your support by giving big thumbs up. Double check to make sure you're subscribed, and thank you guys in advance. So I'm gonna bring you guys a little bit closer so that y'all can see exactly what's going on. Okay, so I hope the angle is good for you guys. Yeah, I hope it is. It's the best I can do. So, you know. So really quick, let me put this down. This is rainwater, you guys. We've been having a lot of downpours, and I've been just collecting rainwater and feeding it to my indoor babies as well. So let me just sit this down. Okay, so the first one, this is my little tub of my soil. I don't have a whole lot in here, but it's enough, I think, to do what I need to get done today. What I do, you guys, sometimes when I change pots and things, instead of me having to go all the way downstairs in the crawl space, I'll just put the containers in here, and then later on, after I clean them, of course, I put them in the crawl space. Just haven't gotten around to doing that just yet. But I think I want to start working on this right here. Let me bring you guys closer so you can actually see what's going on. If y'all remember me talking about her on one of my recent videos that I not too long ago did, I was telling you how she looks full, but I feel like something is going on with her. As you can see, she's lost a lot of leaves in this area, and they've all kind of dried up and did this kind of crispiness thing. And I think, well, I'm going to take a chance because I don't want to lose this plant completely, and I hope what I'm doing today won't tip her over. Like right here, she looks good, but I feel like it's going to keep spreading and she's going to keep losing her leaves. Now, I had checked for pests, and I didn't really see any, so I'm thinking it's the substrate that I may need to change up. Traditionally, when I buy my Hoyas, you guys, what I've learned in the past is to hold off on changing the substrate because I wanted to give Hoyas the chance to actually like establish their root system if need be, or things like that. And this substrate is what you guys can see. It looks like mainly cocoa chips, and I think it's too airy for this particular plant. So I'm gonna bring you guys probably a little bit closer so y'all can see. Okay, so you won't see me, which is okay. It's not about me, it's about the plant. For those of you who may not have seen what these flowers on this plant looks like, let me show you. I don't know if it's focusing. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, it's not focusing. I'm sorry about that, you guys. I only have two hands, but as you can see, it's not very showy. Just little clusters. So anyway, I'm just gonna take a look at her root system. I'm not really gonna disturb anything. I just want to see, for the most part, what's going on. Okay, so I'm removing some of the dead leaves. And okay, so the roots do not, I'm sorry, I'm actually removing some of the deader leaves. Dead leaf right here. So as y'all can see, the root system do not look bad. I just feel like, and as you can see as well, it is completely cocoa chips, which usually works with the majority of my Hoyas that I've purchased. I really haven't did a lot with changing out the substrate or anything like that. I don't really want to disturb the root system too much. I'm going to try to pull away some of the chips a little bit, really from the bottom. I don't know why I'm doing it at the top. I do remove some of it from the top from time to time, just out of habit. I don't think any scientific proof in what I'm doing. But yeah, she is completely cocoa chips, and I'm thinking the way I'm growing her, she might need to hold on to moisture a little bit longer. And you know what, guys? What I'm going to do, because it's hard and I don't want to, I just broke off a couple of roots, and that's just going to happen. That's the nature of the beast, right? When we try to do pot ups, but I think I need to, let me see. Oh, maybe, I'm hearing the crunches. It's making me nervous, but I hope I'm doing the right thing. She'll tell me. That's for sure. That's the beauty of having plants. They don't hold back. They let you know when you hurt them. When you did something they didn't like, they didn't approve of. They'd be like, wait a minute, you didn't ask me. And they show off. So, yeah, the only thing about cocoa chips. Now, cocoa chips, honestly, I think is a very good medium to use for your Hoyas. Really helps with establishing the root system. So I can understand why a lot of growers actually uses it. The only issue, I guess, is when you're trying to do something like this. Now, I didn't want to up pot her. Now, if I up potted her or something, I would have probably just left the root ball the way that it was and just put her in and put soil. And, hopefully the roots would have just found their way through the soil. But because I'm actually keeping her in this pot, I don't know. I don't know if I should up pot her or not, to be honest with you. I'm thinking, could that be the reason why she may not be doing well? Could that be the reason? I don't know. I don't want to. I'm thinking, why do we do this as plant parents? I guess you always want to make sure that the first try is the right decision. But you know me, I always say no guts, no glory, right? So you have to take chances. Um, I would be upset if something happened to this plant because it took me a long time to acquire her and at an affordable price. I guess I think the prices are coming down for this plant now, but but what I've seen is I haven't seen like a big specimen of this plant with a reasonable price or a price that I'm willing to pay, if that makes sense. I am honestly too afraid to do any more than what I've done. So I kind of opened her up down here. And my theory, you guys, is I'm just going to put some, let's see, soil down in, what is this? Oh, it's nothing. Soil in the bottom, and I'm thinking that will help hold on to moisture a little bit longer. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And since we're still in the growing season, what I'll do is I'll monitor her. And if I see that she's declining, oh man, if she starts declining, guys, honestly, I'm not going to know what to do. Now, these chips are really good. Let me actually hold on to that, but let's see. Now, where's my, you know what? Let me put this over here. I'm just going to actually use this. Scoop in the soil. I may have, let me see. Might need to dump some out. No, I think maybe I'll, let me just take a little out. Then I'll put her down and try to, I'm gonna have to backfill her a little bit. Yeah, I gotta put some, make her feel snug in this pot. Let's see. I don't know why I'm using this little cup. Actually, it's easy for me to do it this way. And this soil is nothing but actually peat moss. Like I had the expandable bricks. It's very cheap. And I decided to go ahead and get that, and then I can just add whatever amendments to it. So for this one, because I needed to retain some moisture, it only has a very small amount of some of the cocoa chips that I have. And a lot of perlite. So I think, I'm hoping in essence that this will be, it's always a beautiful leaf casualty. But I'm hoping that this will give her the moisture that she may need. I'm assuming that's the reason why the leaves are getting dry. I do try to wait until the plant is also completely dried out. She may also be one of them plants that just don't want to be completely dried out. I usually let the leaves tell me when it's a time to give her water. So right now she doesn't feel like she needs water. Her leaves are super firm, but I don't know. She looks absolutely terrible from the top, but from this profile, she doesn't look too bad. I hope she stays that way. And I always wanted to try to propagate her, and maybe I should by cutting this vine. But until I figure out exactly what's going on with her, I really don't want to do that. Yeah, don't know. So y'all can wish me luck with her. Wish me luck. I don't know. If y'all have any insight as far as any tips or suggestions, please share with me. Let me know. But I'm going to try this and hopefully she'll bounce back. Okay, so I decided to change the angle again, just so I can talk a little bit about this plant right here. I'm gonna have to spray it down with some water just to get the. Okay, so this big beast. I think I may have lied to you guys about the classification of this plant. I'm not sure. I think I initially told y'all that this was the Croton Picasso paintbrush, but that's the name I believe that it was sold to me as. But when I look on social media, I realize this is not the Picasso paintbrush. That plant has, from what I noticed, has thinner leaves than this. So I think this plant may be the Mammy Croton, but nonetheless, this plant is beautiful. I really love it. Um, she's a thirsty girly. I just realized, look at that. She just started, can y'all see that? This little leaf just come out of nowhere. Um, and she's in the self-watering pot. See all those roots? I'm actually gonna pour the water out because she needs an up pot. Just poured all the water out. She needs an up pot, and let me see. Yeah. Ooh, this thing. Ugh. Needs to be sanitized. So this right here, yeah, you see all these roots. I'm just going to up pot her, but I wanted to put her in a self-watering pot. And when I went in my crawl space to see exactly what was available, the only thing I had was just this. And I said, dang it, this is the same size literally as what she's already in. So I had an idea, I used what I have at the time, and yeah, so I'm going to go with the thought. My thought is I'm just going to do a no drainage, and I'm going to use this. And I brought up some leca because that's what I'm going to do. I'll put some leca at the bottom and then sit her on top. Sit her on top and backfill if necessary. And I will fill the reservoir up of the leca. It's see-through. I'll be able to see where we're at. And this will be my own self-watering pot situation. So I'm going to bring you guys right back down again so you can see a close-up exactly what I'm doing. And I also think, I don't know, this may give me the opportunity to get this Hoya fungi seedling out. And maybe I'll just put her in one of these tiny pots. Yeah, so let's do it. Okay, oh my goodness, guys, it's so beautiful out here. Feels so good, so wonderful. Me being underneath this beautiful tree and I'm feeling the breeze. It's just enjoying it, really. So let me put her down for a second. My first thing is filling this up. That should be pretty good. You see something? Yeah, that will be pretty good. So Now this is going to be the challenge because usually when you try to repot something, you do it when it's dry. This plant can't really, in my personal opinion, ever stay dry. Oh, whoa, that really came out real easy. That came out super easy. Oh my goodness. And I did not lose any of the roots. I'm gonna have to pull this away though. This wick rope, it's in there good, guys. But check out the roots. She is loving it. What's this? Oh, okay, that's just perlite. Oh, wow, okay. So I may lose some roots because it looks like, let me lay her down. It looks like she may have, the roots may have incorporated themselves a little bit into the rope, which it did, and I had to break it. There's no way around it. Yeah, so it's okay. It's part of the process. So now, before I even put her in this pot, let me take a look. I may have to spray her down again. Just to be on the safe side. Yeah. I'll spray it down with my alcohol solution. But anyway, let's see. She's in here good. I don't know where she's at in life. Let's see. I'm just going to scoop it up. Scoop it up. Scoop it up. Her roots. She in here? She's in here good. So I feel like I'm going to leave her be, you guys. See that? I'll just leave it to the side. I don't even know. Let me see. I don't know. Should I put, it seems silly to put her in a pot this small. But I think I should for now because, yeah. One, it feels like all of this could be her root system, but some of that could also be part of the croton too. So I don't want to, and I don't want to separate it to try to figure it out. So I think to be on the safe side, I'll just leave her right here. You know the funny part about this though? Is this Hoya did not rot out. As much moisture as I use for this, she didn't rot out. Which goes to show all Hoyas do not want to be dried out. That's proof right there. But I think we also already knew that as well a little bit because some of us is growing Hoyas hydroponically. I know I don't have a lot of my Hoyas in hydroponic situations, but I do have a very small group and they are doing great. So, and also too, you know, I've been doing my no drainage, which I think for me in my care has really been extremely helpful. So, yeah. The reason why I did not put her with the mother plant is because the mother plant does not have, it's a different mixture, I think. And considering she came from a more moist mixture, I don't know. I just want to see what she does. I like sometimes having separations of the same plant, growing them differently to see what actually works, or to see what I can learn from them. So since this is just a lone wolf one leafer, you know, I really don't have anything to lose, but it's cute, it's doable. I'll just put her in one of my little small, I guess, planters if I find one. Let me see something too. I'm just curious. I doubt it. Yeah. I'm hoping that because this thing is top heavy. So my only concern with that is that she'll topple on over. But maybe she won't. Once I backfill it, it'll stabilize her. We have a lot of strong winds and storms back here that really be just blowing things around. And there's been a couple of times where I've came out here and girlie was toppled over. So which was the reason why I had her in this, just something heavy, but she won't be able to go back in here. So I'm hoping that this bottom, I feel like it has some weight to it, that it will do what it needs to do. You know what I was thinking about, and I think I should. Why not? There's nothing that much that I can do about this part. You know, at best, I could probably see if I could find a basket. I don't know if I have a basket inside my house to accommodate this shape, but I can decorate the top. So I'm thinking about, it just came to me, why not I could put my black stones, I think, on top, and I think this would be really, really nice. It'll hold down the moisture and things, and also add extra weight so that she won't topple over. I think I'm actually going to do that, you guys. Give me 1 second. I'm going to get my stones and then be right back. Okay, guys, I've come back. And I've also cleaned the area, which is the beauty of doing some of these chores outside. Cleanup is a breeze. But anyway, really quick, I decided to put her, to plop her in this. You don't really... I think this is the only thing. I have to double check, but I think this is the only thing that I have small enough to house this. I just think it's adorable. Anyway, when she shoots up or starts doing some vining, who knows how long it'll take, this one viner will look really cute in this container, I think. Now, this right here, going back to big, beautiful Mame, got some black stones that I got from the dollar store. $1.25 is what I paid for them. And every once in a while this has been my kick, adding black stones. I did it with my ZZ plant, which I think looked really nice. And to be honest with you guys, I got the idea I took my husband to one of his doctor's appointments, and in the waiting area, they had this beautiful, huge ZZ plant in this beautiful big vase that was actually on the floor. And I happened to look on top and I saw the black stones, and I said, oh, that looks really classy, subtle, less say more, in my opinion. And I thought that's what it did with the black stones. And so I said, I'm going to try to incorporate that into some of my home decor. And so right now, I think I have the black stones like in my ZZ plant. And I really love the way that it looks. So I love black. I love white too. I do have white stones on some of my plants, but I didn't want to have white stones in all of them. So I wanted to try to change it up a bit. Wait a minute. This one was already ripped. I probably need some scissors. Hold tight. Okay. Oops. I think this really looks nice. Definitely will add weight. But she should not be toppling over while she's out here, even though our storms can be quite something. I know y'all probably cannot see it from this angle. I think it gives it a finished look. By it being black and with all these bright colors, you know, at some point, like right now, she's really grown wild. When I do bring her in the house, though, I'm going to tie her like I've been doing. I will more than likely tie the branches together so she can be more in an upright position. I just broke a leaf. But yeah, so I need to do two things, which is probably give her a drink, fill up that reservoir, and I'm going to spray her down one last time. I'm going to bring you guys along. So I'm going to change the angle, I guess, one last time. Okay, so we're back, and I was about to get my watering can from inside, and I forgot I have this rainwater right here. So I'm just going to give her a nice drink. Just let that reservoir fill up. Okay. Oh yeah, she's heavy, you guys. Okay, so you see where I have the leca balls. I'm just filling it up. And since I can see through it, I'll be able to monitor the next time she needs a drink. Now, the last thing I want to do is just, I feel like I need to give her another quick spray. This is just Castile soap, alcohol, hydrogen peroxide, and I want to say peppermint oil. Honestly, you guys, I haven't really talked too much about this because I don't have enough experience with this to say whether or not if it's working enough for me to say, hey, I definitely recommend this. This is just something that I spent some money on, so I'm just going to go ahead and keep making this concoction until I use up all the materials. I think it does the job. I just haven't been using it long enough, I think, for me to actually influence others to try it, if that makes sense, to be fair. Now, again, you probably could use, this is an all-natural solution, so you could still do, I guess, the Dawn dishwashing liquid, a little bit of that along with rubbing alcohol, and that should be fine, honestly. Really can't go wrong with the alcohol. Just want to definitely make sure to get up in these cracks and crevices. And also, too, if you're blessed enough where you can actually grow outdoors all year long, a real blast of water sometimes is also all it takes, too. Nothing like God's nectar to save our babies, right? So it has a pepperminty like smell, so I guess it's pleasant a little bit in comparison to like neem oil. Now granted, I do have neem oil, you guys, and I don't know. I use that as well. So, once I go through all of my products that I have, because I've been trying not to buy any new products. Once I go through all the products that I have, I think that's when it's going to give me the clean slate for me to like really hone down and figure out what items I actually must have to care for these babies. So, yeah, so let's see. Let me show you guys. She is a beast. An absolute beast. So yeah, if you hung around this long, I want to share a treat with you guys. And yeah, let me get it. This is my Hoya mirabilis, and she's bloomed for me one time last year, I think. But this is the first time, and when she did bloom, she bloomed indoors. So this is the first time she's actually bloomed outside. And what I found interesting about Hoyas, you guys, is that when they bloom outside, their blooms to me seem so much bigger, more dramatic. And I just wanted to share this with you. For those of you who stuck it through to the end, you get a little treat, a little sneak preview. But guys, check that out. They're fuzzy, like little, I don't even know if the camera's picking up the side. You see the like little hairs, but it's just so pretty. So if you made it to the end, leave me the initials MM. I would say Mirabilis, but I don't want anybody saying, okay, I gotta figure out how to spell that, but let's just do MM to let me know that you made it to the end. Beautiful, right? Anywho, it really wasn't about this, but I just wanted to give you this highlight because I know blooms don't last long. So anyway, keep in mind, guys, if you love foliage as much as I do and you love listening to planting things, definitely double check to make sure you subscribe to this channel. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and push that button. It's free and it helps and supports this channel, so I appreciate it. Keep pushing those thumbs up, you guys. Thank you to all that take the time out of your day just to do that. I really appreciate that. It just helps get my channel out there. Enjoy your day wherever you are in the world. And until next time, guys, much love. See you later.